Show night tonight.
Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Jaylen Brown.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Queta in at the center. And for the Knicks, here we go. They've got MP. Jalen Brunson is out there with Sumu. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hart in at the four-man position. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
And while MP is all about team success, he's trying to win his matchup every single night with an eye towards showing that perhaps he's been underrated.
And truthfully, MP has looked like he's just on another level in recent matchups, outperforming his opponent and excelling in his position. In terms of rising to the challenge he set for himself, this may have been the focus MP needed to take his game to the next level.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, Jason Tatum is a problem.
That was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Outside White. From downtown. And it's New York with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Now here's Pritchard, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Bucket 5, and there's White. That's good on the assist by Pritchard.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take risks on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Now here's Hart. And he throws it down.
Making sure of that one. NP at ground zero.
Outside Tatum. There's the three. Towns with a rebound. For New York, they've gone 5 of 6. They're winning. Rejected by Brown. Tatum finds White. Outside Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown for 3. Drains the triple.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn from deep.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, NP in their last time out against Indiana was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Boston has possession. The Knicks making their last shot. Brown against Brunson. Tatum from long range. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Count that bucket. MP's got 16 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
White looking it over. And the basket by Brown. He's got 5.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's MP. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Now here's Tatum. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. Here's MP. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Back to Tatum from behind the arc. Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He throws it down.
Okay, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Pass to White. The 3. No good. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Paul George out there. Jason Tatum. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Garza in at the center position.
He throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's too easy for us. Here's Tatum. Back to the basket by New York on the other end. Outside, Brown. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 4. Here's MP. Big time right there.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connector cam. So it's Boston now. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. That's all. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Branham's got his first points of the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shot.
Oh, and a dunk by MP.
Oh, nice one-handed jam, NBA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum passes to Garza. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's MP. Called in by Brown.
And we've got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him.
Now with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage of pressure.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
To the middle. There's the slam. Dunk
it off. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
New York leading by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allen LaForce.
OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you guys.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Boston with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. Brown can't hit. MP pass to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And now it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Anunoby hit there, but keeps fighting. Just a gritty player on the inside.
There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to MP. New York working the ball around now. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 13 points in this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Carl Anthony Towns has checked in for Yabusele. Josh Hart comes in for Anunoby. Desumu, he's checked in for Bridges. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. Boston also changing it up. Cada's checked in for Garza. White comes in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Branham. Here's Cada. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. To the paint. Here's MP. MP with the hammer.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pritchard pass to Tatum. 59 seconds left in the first half of this game. Boston no good that time either. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pritchard from outside. Boston no good that time either.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
It's just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
White for 3, and it's rebounded by Carl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game, and the shot's good. MP's got 43 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to Pritchard. Boston again missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from. This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down. Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And so it's MP making things happen for New York. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be back in a moment.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up in the Western Conference, Victor Wembanyama.
Everything's coming together for him. Obviously, the points are there. But even when Wemby isn't scoring, his defense completely changes games.
Shaq, he's living proof that aliens are among us.
I thought I was the only one that thought that.
And switching back to discuss that first half of action, MP having himself a game. Appreciate you joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Sumu out there at Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's MP. And it's Towns in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight games and he's settling court. He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Pass to Brown. This one for 3. And it's Tatum missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebound has been sensational.
And they pick up 2.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up on paint.
Brown passes to White. And here's Tatum. Back to White. Launches it. Again, missed by the Celtics.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Celtics trail by 20. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot you typically don't.
The thing about Jalen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's Tatum. Back to the basket by New York on the other end. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Knicks leading by 20. Here's MP. And good! There's another! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Boston's shooting at about 34% here in this game. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for New York. Clark is... Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. He throws it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
On the floor for Boston. Right in Brown in the wing then. Tatum at the 4 with Tatum in at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Back to Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. Hart pulls it in.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. There's the triple. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Another one goes. Incredible.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. And the Knicks with possession. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. Clark comes in for Hart. Conchar, he's checked in for DeSumo. And Miles McDonald.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Pass to White. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's MP. Oh, and that duck by MP.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now Brown. Three-pointer. Kick out to White. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good. He hits another one.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious.
They got a big lift from the crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Tatum from long range. And White, the bucket on the assist from Tatum.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays, man. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just was lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
The headline coming into this game was what your matchup had to say about you. The headline after is going to be what you did about it. Your thoughts?
That dude wrote a check he couldn't cash. Maybe next time he'll be more careful about running his mouth and bringing people's family into things.
Thank you so much for your time, MP. Back to you, Brian.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
start. This is the 4th game in our series that takes you behind the scenes of MP's quest to prove.
Ma, I love you.
What's shaking, MP?
He about to tear the roof off.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Welcome, sports. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And talk about competitive spirit. MP has come out, and in essence, dedicated this season to winning his own matchups.
Well, when you make a declaration the way MP did, you remember how your team will react. Because sometimes a goal helps inspire everyone, but it can also serve as a distraction. In this case, it's a form. And MP has been locking his man down.
and this team has been playing well. So the New York starting five. They've got Towns. Dosumu is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's MP. And it's Hart in at the four-man position. And the second all-star selection for MP. He's making a habit of this.
It's one habit he's not keen to break. And with his devotion to the work, it's reasonable to expect more of the same.
MP's shot is good.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Henderson hits to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Lets it go with the three. Avdia can hit. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start the game. If we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, notice it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
And it's Sharp missing. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hart finds MP. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
You'd rather see him dunk that, and impose your will if you can.
Corners off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay those nearly every time.
That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Angela Force.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on the fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Guys, back to you.
All right, Alan, we thank you for that. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Grant is checked in for the Trailblazers. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Sharp on the wing. The three-pointers right on target.
And Grant's such a versatile player. He can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
To the middle. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Henderson will bring it out to the Trailblazers. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes play in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Phoenix. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know what the Knicks,
They've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Lillard's checked in for Avdia. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 12.
and the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Sharp. Lets it go from deep, and it's good. Damian Lillard for 3.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
And MP throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, there's Lillard. He was a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. They had a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
So let's see how they play the clock.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Henderson outside. And Sharp has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
for New York. They've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. And the dunk by MP.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Lillard surveying the D. Out to Henderson. A three-pointer, no good. 1 second left. And the dunk by MP.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also giving guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feat.
And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I'm thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made a commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there at Hart. And it's Mikal Bridges. And it's MP in at the small forward position.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Well, without a doubt. Steph is the clear number 1, but that second spot is up for the big. And it's between guys like way out.
We're now joined by the sideline reporter, Andy LaForce. Andy, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the 76ers, he ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that.
So it's New York, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly.
Howdy, folks. The moment.
Taking a look at New York, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They're within striking distance.
Thank you for being with us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The Knicks leading by 13. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and it's Henderson in at the 1 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And people always talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
This is a game that's improving. Nice to see him build some offense from behind the line. Yeah.
against Hart. Sharp with it. He has 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't have the free throw line jumper.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
MP shot is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. Back to the right lane. Here's Kamara. A 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good. MP.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Fires the 3. He is held in by Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5.
And the dunk by MP.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Denny Avdia. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. From the arc. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 10 points in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration...
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut Kings. Brought to you by AT&T. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Grant is checked in 4. Just over a minute play here in the fourth, and it's Lillard missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just and how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Kamara. Brunson against Robinson. Back at 6. And has to back Kamara. Kamara, he's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Shot. The long shot, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result.
It's off target. Trailblazers clear by 16. Lillard with it. Brunson picks him up. Towns with the rebound.
He's trying to flip the script here, guys. He cannot find any level of consistency.
Now MP catch up a 3. Nailed from 3-point land. MP's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For the Trailblazers, Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Grant. Avdia comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Henderson subbed in for Lillard. Pass to Avdia. Henderson, no on the right hand. And good with the triple. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the net.
How do you guys even come up
with a move like that?
I don't know. That's not even normal. That's on a different level.
Well, that has got to be deflating for the defense. He's just showing them up right now, guys.
Here's Avdia. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Pass to Henderson. Off the run. It's hauled in by Carl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Playing in the screen for Henderson. It's rebounded by Towns.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
And MP throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Henderson with the screen for Sharp. Avdia gets the bucket.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team.
I don't know.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And so long, everyone.
Okay, all right. Mom, it's not about me. It's not. I think it's funny, I do, but you're they should, but they're not. Okay, so listen.
soaking the best in the biz, doing their thing, while oohing and eyeing from this pull-ups, side steps, drop steps, fades. Game so gleaming, he's gotta wear shades. The brightest star in the street ball sky, it's Baron Buckets.
Careful, bro. A three-point shot might shoot you down.
Let's get it going.
Go, watch Marty.
Putting pressure on the defense early. Can't get it. Gotta love the acceptance check.
Just getting started.
4-2.
Somebody missed their assignment.
Hey, good board.
Gets the bucket. No respect for his range. Can't get the layup. A little out of your range, don't you think?
Now, stay there.
A little off target with the three ball. On the run.
4-8. Come get it.
Whoa.
8-6. Watch out.
The cross.
Who's got ball? Hey, look at yours, look at yours.
Green. Oh, man, smokes the layup.
I got yours.
Not surprised. I was playing more defense than they were. Yes.
9-12.
Nobody home. He's free to fire.
Get them out. Box them out.
Man, I hit those in my sleep.
Yo, underdog. We believe in you. Start barking. Let's go.
I got your help. I'm open. Down low. Oh, come on. Bust that, baby. Hey, Dad. Pick him up. Oh, look out. Shout him.
Call him EBB. Everything but buckets. Where the ball stops, nobody knows.
18-9.
Hey, bro. Since nobody else is saying I'll do it, hey, that's not your range.
Let's go. Watch you do that.
For the dub. Can't leave these guys wide open. I hate facing double teams. Come on. All right, let's see it.